me one thing that made their heart go, get all fluffy and light or spiky from today's lesson from Miss Okano. You can tell me one thing, either or.
Luca, be helpful.
We have long Louisa.
Ooh, okay. That's something you enjoy. Is that a fluffy thing or a spiky thing for your heart?
Fluffy.
Fluffy, okay. Maya.
I didn't like when Miss Okano went the boat, where does all the garbage go? Because I didn't want it to go to the ocean.
Ooh, that made your heart feel spiky because you didn't want to find out about the garbage going to the ocean? Who connects with Maya right now? Wow. Shayna.
I don't like that those necks get stuck in that pipe too.
It breaks my heart too. I connect with you. Lola.
Alicia helps me date over these people.
That's for playtime? Okay. Thank you for sharing. Does that make your heart lighter and fluffy? Light? Okay. Anata.
Those were how made me spiky. That's for like heart eating plastic bags.
What? Turtles are eating plastic bags? How come?
That's jellyfish.
Oh, they think it's their food. Okay. All right. You guys, I want to let you guys focus on Miss Okano now that we're all sitting together.
Okay, so I was talking to you guys earlier about this, right? Did you all have a chance to kind of feel how strong this is?
Again?
Put your hands down.
Someone break it.
Put your hands down.
Who broke it?
Wow. I hope this is not the behavior because you guys were so much more well behaved before when we were doing this. So everybody take a deep breath. Let it go. Make sure that you're sitting on your bottoms. Luca, make sure that if you have something to say, that your hand goes up. If I have 5 children talking out at once, that's not going to work. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Martin.
Who broke the plastic bag?
I snipped it because I wanted to teach you something. Because I remembered when I was a kid growing up. So we would have like 6 packs of soda, and I remembered that my teacher taught me this. That before, if you have plastic like this, a really good thing to do before you throw it away is you snip it. Why do you think, Lola?
So the sea creatures don't get hurt by it.
Yes, if you sort of snip it up into little pieces, it's actually better because I wanted to tell you that particularly this, like, do you see these circles? Okay, so what happens is lots of people not thinking, this ends up in the ocean. Okay, so imagine this times just like so much plastic, okay? And people, you okay? Okay. Creatures swimming in, and they're swimming through because they think this is seaweed, right? But watch, somebody had a question before. They said, I don't know how like the turtles actually get stuck in here. Well, I can show you. So this, they kind of swim through, and sometimes what will happen, like in the story, is their head will come through, right? And it'll kind of be like that. Okay?
So that's the necklace that was around.
Are things slippery in water, or do they get? So it's easier for the turtle to get their head through that plastic ring.
Yeah. And there's not just one, unfortunately. There is so much plastic that people dump in the oceans. And so this is, I took a picture of this, and it says, why should we care about the plastic that we use, right? Why should we care about the plastic that we use? Why don't you take a second and think about that?
Let's do a 1-minute timer.
Oh, thank you.
So we do some deep thinking.
Why should we care about the plastic that we use?
So we still have 1 minute. here. I think we're gonna have a lot of ideas.
So imagine if we, you know, we went and we had like all these things of plastic and we're like, oh, it's just plastic, doesn't matter. It totally doesn't matter. It can just, you know, we'll just throw it away. So why should we care about the plastic that we use? Raise your hand. If you have an idea that you want to share in here, we can tell me about it. Okay, Ananta, why?
Because I don't want to kill ocean life.
Because we don't want to kill ocean life. Okay.
Like, don't kill it.
Okay. Good. Why should we care about the plastic that we use, Oliver?
Because if you put it in, some fish that humans eat might get killed.
So if we put it in,
The ocean, some fish that humans eat might get killed, so we might run out of the fish we eat.
Okay. And so, but how does this end up in?
They dump it in by a big truck. I mean a big boat.
Yeah, it was that boat, right? And they actually really do that. So tell us more, Emma. What do you think?
So imagine if there was a sea turtle going this way and plastic was like going this way, and it would like not even notice it was going through.
Really?
Not even notice because that's clear.
Plastic often, right, is clear. So, okay, and then I want to listen to Elise, but then I want to also, if we can think about other plastic things that maybe that you use or that we use all the time. I've been using these a lot too, and really I've had to stop and think and be like, I don't know if this maybe is the best choice. So anything else? Elise, did you want to say something? So why should we care about the plastic that we use?
Because it's killing the ocean animals and
How is it?
it's
How?
killing the turtles.
How?
It's going through the turtles and other sea creatures. It's going through the holes that are in them.
Okay.
And people are thinking that's okay to do it. And then they think it's a jellyfish or seaweed, and actually it isn't. It's plastic. And it's making the animals get killed.
How does that make your heart feel?
Heavy.
Me too. Me too. One of the things I wanted to teach you about though, and we're going to be talking about later, is that we can make a difference. So even though our heart feels really heavy about this, because it is really sad, there are things that we can actually do to help, which is what we're going to be talking about soon. But before we kind of go into that, I wanted to make sure, Katya, did you have something to say about plastics? Why should we care if we're using plastics?
It's just a question.
Yeah.
What if all the circles in that plastic was snipped?
What if? Okay, let's try it. Let's see. Okay. So I was thinking that, so this is something that I remember looking to when I was a kid, that if you snip it apart, well, it makes it so that if, unfortunately, if this ends up sort of in the ocean, which we hope it doesn't, right? Because even if an animal ingests this, which means they take it into their bodies, that would not be good. Right, eat it. By cutting it,
It can't get stuck through its head.
so at least you can sort of take away that
But
danger.
what if someone eats it like that?
Yeah, that is a good question, Maya, and that is why it's very important to really be thinking about. If we are using plastics, is that a good thing?
No.
Because we can cut it,
Yeah.
but is it a good thing to just be using lots of plastic and not really thinking about it?
No.
I have a question to Stella.
Reusable plastic is better.
Tell us more.
If you can like have a water bottle that you can use a lot of times.
Oh,
You can do a fill bottle.
you're thinking.
Like,
You,
I love that.
we're like I need to do this to you because you are reading my mind. I think that we can go now to the other
Reusing?
question.
We can go to reusing.
We could go to reusing it. Absolutely. Okay. So I like your thinking. Hold on, because I see Tyler's hand up. I see Soraya's, but she's been waiting so patiently. Soraya, tell us.
What I like to do with like the water bottles is I just get one packet and then whenever like the packet is all done, I would use these like as big circle chasers and little circle chasers.
I love that
And
idea.
sometimes I can use this to like if there's a water bottle shirt, I'll stick it on.
I love that idea. Miss Collins, did you get that idea? So what Soraya is talking about is if you are going to use plastic, we know that Soraya is an artist who's really thinking about how can I reuse this. Addie is also. She's thinking about I might need a tracer. So what shape is this?
Circle.
Yep. I might need, I don't know, maybe I'm making clothes for a doll or I'm thinking about something else. I can take off the wrapper. I can really think creatively about this. I can think creatively about this.
You can use it for a boot.
You can use it for so many things, and that's called
You can use it for
reusing it.
more.
So you don't just dump it, right? It's not just going into the ocean or something else, right? You could reuse it. That's really thinking creatively. Tyler.
When I have plastic, I use plastic things,
Yeah.
and then I cut them up and make them into smaller things.
You do?
And I'm really good at trying to figure out like clothing to put on myself. Like once I've used a piece of felt to make gloves and boots.
I love that. I've noticed that about you, Tyler, in investigations. Tyler he's not going to be taking he's not going to be taking brand new things, right? He's going to be reusing those things to really think creatively, which I love. Tyler, thank you for sharing that. That's a great idea. Something that we can all really learn from and continue to do that. Maya.
When I go to Tahoe and I need water, whenever I drink all of my water, my mom does not kick a new one. She just refills that old one.
That is a good idea. Did everybody hear that?
Yes, everybody heard that.
So why is that important though? I mean, why not just, throw away
Here.
just throw it away?
Because it's not good for the ocean.
Oh, it is? No?
That is the biggest thing garbage can you would ever see, really. Wait, that is the biggest thing in the world.
The big ocean garbage patch?
The Great Pacific Garbage Patch?
Yes, that's the biggest.
Yeah. Soon, and I think it might be, maybe even tomorrow, we might be able to watch a little movie, a little media clip about that so we can see that in real life. Seeing that in real life though, Luca, makes my heart a little heavy. I almost forgot something thank you, Emma. Really important. You guys, I was so proud of you because do you remember when we were thinking about the lesson before this? And I was reading these books to you about baby Honu and the brave little turtle, and we were learning about this. Well, you then went into investigations, didn't you?
Yeah.
And some of you were really thinking creatively about the things that I taught you. So I really want some of you to be able to talk about that too. So Elise, you want to tell what you did at the easel? And Elise, did I tell you to do this? Did I say, oh, okay, Elise, go to the easel and
Paint something.
paint something? No? Okay, will you tell about it then? You
Tell us about your
friends?
inspiration, Elise.
I
other people to see it?
Because in case they're the ones who do it.
Right, to remind them, right? So do you know how I was telling, thank you so much, Elise. So let's think about how maybe we can put this up somewhere. I would love to do that. Remember how I was telling you before that we can actually do something about this? I want you guys to be really thinking about ways that how you could be change makers.
Make posters.
Right? Because we've learned about Sylvia Earle. We've learned about Jacques Cousteau. We've learned about the scientists at the Georgia, and the scientists at the Georgia Aquarium, right? How they're taking care of sea animals. But what I've been really thinking about is those are kind of big grown-up people. But what can kids do? What can we do? If this is making our heart really heavy,
We can
we
do.
do. I mean, Elise
We can
made
make signs.
a sign. Yeah, we could make a sign. Okay, I love that.
That's one idea right there.
That could make a big difference.
You know, Ms. Okano, I have a question.
Yeah, yeah.
Elise said something earlier when
Yeah.
she was talking, not during the poster time, but she said that some people don't even know about this. Or like some people, you know, might be just throwing things and not knowing. Well, what do they not know that needs to happen, Elise? What do you think?
They don't know
They don't know that?
it's not good to throw trash in the ocean, but they just don't care and they just do it.
Why don't they care, you think? Because that's the question Ms. Okano was asking in the beginning. Why should we care about the plastic that we use?
Because it's killing sea
It's
animals.
very tricky, you guys. This is a really big question.
And we just started thinking about this, so I really like that you're really starting and you're starting to get fired up about this, right? And we have a long time in kindergarten. It's a good thing that kindergarten doesn't end tomorrow. Because we can have lots and lots of time to really think about these ideas and really get people inspired about and teach them if they don't know. Dorian, thank you for your
You can
patient
give
hand.
out papers that
Tell-
say it.
Tell us more. What do you mean?
Like,
Talk about?
You can have papers that say the word on it.
What would you write on your paper?
Please don't throw. Please don't throw. Please don't throw garbage all every day
Because
and recycle
because
it can go to the ocean.
okay. Thank you. Luca.
There's a color.
Yes.
I was trying to stand up for a that when I saw a person throw like a pack of trash into the ocean.
You have seen that?
Yeah.
What did you do to stand up?
I was like at the beach. I was running over her, but I was like, and they said stop, but she just threw it in.
Kidding.
You know, Ms. Okano, that sounds like the stuff that we've been talking about in social emotional
It was
learning,
like-
about being an
right on the-
upstander.
I was right on a
opportunity
baby
for that.
turtle.
Oh no. I'm sorry. So Luca, now that you have more information and you're learning about this, maybe you can next time you see that happen, maybe you're not even at the beach.
And you're not even a bystander, you
No.
could be an
You
upstander.
could stand up, right?
I did that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll
Sure
just
did,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll continue, right? Because I feel like you guys have a lot to teach other people, right? About how to take care of animals, how to take care of the earth. You look so tired that you feel like
Not a brain
Are
time.
you just
Yeah, we're thinking so much.
Oh my goodness. I can tell. Wow. And you're so patient, so I really hear what you have to say. Addie, go ahead.
We could make signs and we could hang them up everywhere we go.
We could. I love that. To teach other
Posters?
people.
Yeah.
Posters.
So we have that
Awesome.
right here. Teach others, make posters.
So that's like Elise's idea.
So good. Okay. Alicia.
We can make a stand here and then when every people comes here, we can give them paper that says no throwing trash into the ocean.
Thank you.
So guess what? It's gonna be almost time for some.
Almost time
How are
for
we doing on
PE and music.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Can I tell tell you guys something? Will you give yourself a little pat on the back?
Double, I would say double pat. That's a lot
Wow.
of great thinking and ideas,
Wow.
friends.
And guess what? I have a super challenge for you, and you're going to get to go outside to do it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
On your way? Okay. So I have this, which is every time I go to the grocery store, I try to bring one of these. I'm trying not to use plastic bags. That's what I'm doing to make a difference. So this is a reusable bag, Luca. And I was thinking about this reusable bag, and I was outside, and I was like, there's lots of trash outside
On the ground?
on the ground.
Randomly? That makes my heart heavy.
So, what could we do?
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
I'm putting it where? Where?
Outside.
Can we put it in here?
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys ready to do that?
Yeah.
Please go do that.
I got the dash.
So I'm gonna ask one friend to be the bag collector. Can Jane be responsible?
Yes.
Will you? Okay,
You
you
did, I
can.
got the dash.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So let's go outside and find some trash.
What do you have the trash for?
I have it so sea turtles don't get killed.
Yes. So where are we gonna put it?
We're going to put it in.
In the bag. Let me see.
Throw it away. We could keep it and we could donate it.
Good job.
Yeah, tomorrow. All right, kindergartners, it's time to get your backpacks. Thank you for collecting lots of trash, Luca, Martin.
There's a
Jane.